What's up, you guys? You all have tapped in live with Amazing Grace, and I'm here to just bring some divine ones information, very important information to you guys. I wasn't even gonna do this, but someone told me just to go on and do it or whatever because I'm in my resting period at this time. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for being here. I'm in like a resting period at this time where, yeah, that kind of energy. But this particular download is about the cycles you have already like closed out and different cycles that you don't want to repeat. So um try not to think, matter of fact, think about the last cycle you may have just came out of. You it's like cycles. We go through cycles in life, but you don't want to be repeating like different cycles that may have not felt good. You don't want to see those same cycles over and over and over again. So remember your last cycle. Have that moment of reflection on the last cycle that you remember, and remember the feelings that you had during this cycle or whatever. What could you have changed in the midst of that cycle? If nothing really changed in that cycle, like you don't want to close out a cycle with bad intentions, or you don't want to close out a cycle with, you know, things. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Ooh, things lingering. Okay, you want to close it out properly with good intentions. Like, okay, with my intentions, I want to close out this cycle and keep it closed. Okay, and so you can, it's like you, new things are about to happen, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you're closing out these different cycles. Some cycles for you guys may be, it may have been repetitive, and we've been talking a lot about how to take action on your new beginnings. You have got to close these cycles out, different cycles that may be lingering, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about for other people, I'm talking about for you, for your soul's growth and your health and your well-being. Okay, hey guys, thank you for being here. This is gonna be real quick. I'm not doing no long drawn out download. This is something that I just need to put a buzz in you guys' ear. Okay, because this year is about to end and we're coming into a new year. Y'all already know our new year is in April, but some of y'all still celebrate this new year in January energy. Okay, and that's fine. Do you? Whatever works for you. I already said whatever is working for you, keep allowing that energy to work for you. Change, do, if you being divinely led and guided to change different things, go ahead and do so. Okay. um yeah, okay, so that was number one. Number two is work with your endings. It's some endings here, death and rebirth energy. Okay, so it's not just what you go through cycles and you keep the cycles open, or no, you have to close out the cycles. You have to end the cycles. That's what the death and rebirth energy it comes in at. Okay, so allow yourself to transform your own self in the midst of you ending different cycles. Like having a moment of reflection when you have to set boundaries for yourself and think like, well, damn, I went through A, B, and C, and that didn't feel good. You don't want to go through that again. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you closing out the cycles. Hey, Wiccan. Hey, honey, with good intentions. Okay, because you're giving birth to something new. You gotta do away with what the last cycle brought forth, because if it didn't bring forth change, it may have brought forth some type of energy of you taking action to not feel that energy again. So that means you close out a cycle, but you're doing it for you, not for nobody else. Okay, so become one with your endings as far as like letting it go and never repeating that energy or that cycle again. Okay, so work with you with your different endings. Death brings new energy. It's a rebirth here. Some of y'all, a lot of y'all are going through this energy of rebirth. birthing something. I feel like you're adding on to something that you may have already birthed, okay? So, y'all seeing it from a higher perspective. Make sure you're anything you do spiritual, any type of spiritual work you do or whatever, always use positive intentions, okay? Do your 369 methods. So it all coincides with each other when you're trying to manifest or when you are manifesting. Make sure you're using that 369 method. um have your moment of reflection to reflect back on what was and what has been and what you persevered through in your different cycles in the midst of your own energy, okay? And maybe it had to be thank you, honey. Maybe it had to be an example made with another individual in the midst of your energy as well for you to learn something, because I know I went through, it was like cycles on top of cycles in the midst of a cycle. And I'm like, I'm closing all that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally killed two birds with one stone. Not literally killing a bird, but I'm just saying, as a saying, knock some shit out of the park with pew real quick, okay? Um, Even though if the cycle wasn't as positive as it could have been, still set your positive intentions to not repeat that shit again, okay? Um, but anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk to y'all about real quick. I didn't really come on here to be on here like that because, like I said, this was just a quick little message for you guys. Um, I will be doing some downloads here this week, but I'm working on some deep energy for myself right now, and I feel like some of y'all should be doing the same thing. But like I said, work with these endings. Don't run from them, okay? Because you're gonna see if if you're trying to run from a cycle or in a cycle in a negative way, you're gonna see it again. It's gonna annoy the fuck out of you. So don't run from it, okay? Just do away with it. Be positive in the endings. You don't everything don't have to always be negative, or you know what I'm saying. You're ending your cycles don't have to be a bad thing. Ending them is you preparing for something new. You know what I'm saying? But that was all I wanted to say to you guys. I love you all so much. Do your spiritual work. Make sure you are working on your chakra work. It's some of y'all need to really work on your seven chakras here and go by your seven chakra chart. Work with your chakras, work on your chakras, okay? But have that moment of reflection when it comes to the endings, or don't focus too much on your new beginnings. You gotta make sure your some shit ended first, and you ended it with peace and ended it with love. You ain't gotta be extra with it. We learning a new way to do different things. You know what I'm saying? Like to do things differently. We're learning a new way. Okay, we're letting go of the cycles or learning the lessons with PAT. P.P.A.T. People, places, and things. Okay. So that should be like this week, for the rest of this week, ending different cycles, closing them out with love, with positive intention, so you could bring your New Year's in and bring in your new beginnings in a positive form and fashion. Okay. All right, y'all. That was a little quick little message. Do your spiritual work, cleanse your energy, do the same thing that y'all always know what to do. But this is your assignment for some of y'all that are serious about your journey, serious about your spiritual journey, you're serious about learning these lessons, and serious about your new beginnings. This is a small assignment for you guys to do this week, okay? You don't have to just do it all in one day, or have your moments of reflection of what the different things that may have been hard for you to maneuver through, or the perseverance energy, what you've already been through, what you've already seen, how you may have been treated, how you were treating yourself. Write it down if you need to. Some of y'all are verbal, so talk to your ancestors, talk to the Most High God, and take notes on the situation. But do away with your cycles, okay? And don't be afraid of them. Do not run from them, okay? Because they're going to follow your ass. If you don't go ahead and face them head on, they're going to follow you, okay? All right.